Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Have you ever wondered or wanted or created something that you just were not happy about? That is what I'm going to do with this page. I was not happy with it. I didn't enjoy it. However, so I am going to cover it up with collage. I've done this before and I absolutely loved it. I'm using the gel medium from Montmartre, and I'm going to be using some collage paper of different colors to that actually also go together well. And I absolutely love doing this process. I love collaging. It's actually a really good way. If you're not happy with something and you don't know how to fix it, just cover it up with collage or paint over it. Do something that is going to bring you joy. That's what I'm going to be doing with this piece. So I'm going to be sticking down all the different pieces and trying to come up with a combination of, or like, just to make it look cohesive more so than what I have done previously on that page. And as you can see, I'm using a collage paper that I actually got from Spotlight. It is a bit thicker than what I was expecting, but that's okay. It'll just be a bit, the page will be a lot more sturdier. And I love these two color combinations together, the greens, the blues, the turquoise, the yellows, the pinks. They go really, really well together. And then they have the accent of the white and the black, which adds to the contrast of the whole piece, really. I'm just going to speed the process up so it doesn't take too long because you get the idea of what I'm actually doing. I'm just gluing down the pieces. I'm bringing in some book paper now. I love using text paper and actually ripping it up and putting the text in different angles because to me that adds a lot of texture, a lot of style, and it also adds contrast because it is a neutral tone with the black writing compared to the bright colors that I have already included in a lot of the other collage paper. I love having text upside down because our brains are not used to it. Our brains are not used to having text or reading text that are upside down or sideways. So I love doing that when I'm doing using collage and using book paper as well. This is what I've discovered with collage. If you are struggling to be creative and you don't know what to do, tear up some pieces of paper. This also helps when you're frustrated because if you're frustrated, there's something about tearing up paper that helps you to relax or just gets frustrations out of your system. And in the end, you're actually creating something magical, to be honest. So if you're struggling with trying to create something or you're feeling frustrated and you want to create something but you don't know what to do, get pieces of paper, get collage paper, get book paper, get wrapping paper, get some kind of paper and tear it up into pieces and stick it down. And you'd be surprised at what you can create from that. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be phenomenal, it doesn't have to be fantastic. Well, it can be all of those things, but it doesn't have to be completely perfect as what you think it is. It just needs to be. And that is what I love. The best thing about doing collage, sticking down collage pieces of paper or just sticking down pieces of paper at random, because there's not a lot of thinking involved. I mean, yes, there is some kind of thinking involved, but not a lot. You're just really tearing up pieces of paper and just placing it down. And probably the only thought process that I go through is this going to work here? Does this feel right or does it not feel right? So I finished with sticking down all my pieces of paper. So now what I'm doing is I'm actually going to be going over all the edges with my black Sharp creative marker. And my idea is that I'm actually going to be using those edges as part of neurographic lines. So I'm actually going to be rounding out all the edges, all the corners, rounding them out, giving them more of a rounded shape, and going over anything or any area that needs it. So if you saw there's actually a jagged point there, so I just covered that section up and made it more round and more curved. And that helps with easing any frustration that you might be going through, and it helps calm down the mind. Neurographic lines are actually really good for helping to calm down anxiety or stress or any kind of tension that you're going through. What you can do is you can actually just really focus on the problem or focus on the issue, and then as you're smoothing it out, just imagine that everything is working out for you. All those jagged edges, all the stress, all the tension is now actually being smoothed out and calmed down as you calmly and smoothly round all those edges, all those points, all those jagged corners. And then by the end of it, I'm hoping, just like I am with this piece, that you'll feel much better and more relaxed and more at ease and able to tackle whatever issue or problem you have been facing. Now that I've finished rounding all the corners, I'm actually going to go in with a fine line and just add some extra detail, just some doodles, just some extra detailing, just to give it a bit more of a pop, because I felt like it wasn't finished. I wasn't finished with the piece. So I'm just going to add a little bit more touches, and now I'm just going to be cutting off all the excess, all the hangover, the papers that are hanging over the edges. I don't know how to explain it, but you get what I mean. I can see that I've actually missed some corners, so I'm just rounding those off now and just checking over everything and feeling into it and seeing, how am I going? How are you going? How are you going through this process? Is it helping? Do you feel better? Because I'm looking at it now and I absolutely love the colors. Now I'm going to be going in with my white Sakura. I think it is a Sakura. I know it is oh no, it's a jelly roll. I'm going in with my white jelly roll. Sorry, my bad. Going with my white jelly roll and just filling in the black lines or the black paths with white circles to add a bit more contrast to the piece. I have loved every single minute of this, so please enjoy the rest of the process. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my process of covering up art that I just was not pleased with and creating something that I actually really am pleased with. This is something that everyone can do, and I'm sure I'll be doing this again in the future. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I hope you feel more relaxed and more enjoy. Love you all. Bye.